Hey, what's everyone? Same time gaming here. Welcome back from the Division 2 build video. Well, I wouldn't say this is a build video. It's more like a guide or, you guys requested which build I usually use for farming, SSD points or like bills or stuff. Because I'm a human being. I don't get bills just like from the devs or anything. I have to farm for myself. Like I have to farm the builds so I can make build videos for you guys. And the question is which build I use to actually farm those like god roll builds or gears, which I usually use to make build videos for you guys. So I'm going to show you my favorite build. Now, if you're watching my channel for a long time, or maybe like a month or two, then you'll know that I'm a skill build player. I have a lot of skill builds on the channel, and I always use skill build most of the time. But I do love my negotiate dilemma DPS builds. There's no doubt about that. But I love mostly skill builds, so I do use skill build to farm those, because skill builds, honestly, skill builds are such good in this game that you can play pretty much any content with the skill builds, and you can farm like crazy. And especially when we talk about farming nowadays, we are using directives, because previously directives only used to give you XP, but now directives can actually increase the targeted loot drop for you. So that's really good. It's like 1% chance for increased chance for every directive you have, something like that. So it's really good. And so I have more excuse of running directives nowadays. Now I run 4 directives mainly for farming control points or doing missions, heroic missions or something like that. Now, the reason I run 4 directives, I don't like the scavenge skill because I'm using a skill build. So I don't use the scavenge skill directive because it's really hard for a skill build player to actually go and pick up the trophies and then carry it on like that. I mean, I don't really like that. So I don't really use that. For skills is fine for me. I use Pistolerio and all that. So it's really fine for me. So that's basically what I use. Now I'm going to show you my skill, and I'm a skill build, and I'm going to show you a little bit of comparison between the two talents, which many people would run. I used to run, but I switched the talent, and I'll tell you the reason behind it. So if you're new to the game, this might not be the ideal video for you in terms of making a build to farm. I will be making a build tomorrow, which will be for new players. I'm going to use my separate account. I have a different account, which is fairly a noob account, I would say, very low on SSD and stuff. I have managed a skill build, and I will be showing you guys that if you're new to the game, you should run that build, and you will farm for whatever the build you're looking for, maybe DPS and stuff like that. So you can actually use that. You could use this build as well. I mean, if you're not new, I mean, you have played a little bit further in the game, so you probably may have all these pieces. So let's talk about the build, and I'm going to show you right here. Okay, my weapon disappeared. That's nice. Okay, now it's back. So yeah, this is the build over here. So I have the technician specialization. Now, if you're running skill build, any type of skill build, the technician specialization is like an ideal choice because it gives you 10% skill damage. I mean, you can activate 10% skill damage from the technician specialization. And also, you have a turret and drone combo where you have the mods. You could use the demolition specialization. You get that 10% skill damage mod, or like turret damage mod on your turret, but that's just 10% because that's a mod. But technician gives you 10% skill damage, and you can have I think up to 5% skill damage or turret damage on your turret mod. So that will be in total 15%. So that's actually better. So that's why technician is really good. And also, it has a bunch of other stuff. Like if you stay close to your skills, you will be immune from EMP and stuff. So that's really nice as well. Now, the weapon I'm using is Harmony, where I won't be using that too much because I use Pistolerio Directive. Now, I know I have a breadbasket pistol here. I actually swapped my pistol to a different character because I have the only pistol which is going every character. So right now I don't have that pistol with me here, but I usually use a pistol with in sync talent on it, and that's what I use with this build because Pistolerio, you can't use your weapon, you don't have ammo, you need pistols. So what I usually do, I use my pistol with in sync talent. I hold it, I let my skill kill the targets and they drop the ammo, and then I can swap to my Harmony and use it to do more damage. So that's why I use it. Harmony is really good. If you don't have Harmony, you don't have to worry about it. Just use any weapon with in sync talent. That's basically it. You get 30% extra skill damage. The Harmony actually give you a 40% skill damage, which is really sweet whenever you shoot and you kill targets. So it's really nice. Now, secondary, I'm using Sweet Dreams because it's my favorite exotic. Like I said, if you follow my channel, you know it's my favorite exotic. So I always run it, smack the purples and red NPCs on the face. That's what I use. But you could use something like Spike on a weapon, use that. That's also a skill damage thing, 20% damage right there. So you could use that as well. Now, for the pieces, the gear pieces, what I'm using is all high end, of course. Now, I'm running 3-piece of Murakami. Now, the reason why I run 3-piece Murakami, because this is like straight up skill damage, and this build is mostly based on turret and drone. Okay, there are other skills you can use. For that, you could use other, like gear pieces. You can use other gear pieces to compensate other skills. But in this build, I only use turret and drone because these two skills are the ideal skill for farming and distracting the NPCs. And I'm talking about, heroic content with 4 directive, like control points and missions, where mostly when you play control points with directives active, you'll have all of them elites. And that's really hard. Elites are strong. So you need skills to actually kill them. You don't want to use a fire starter on them. You don't want to use like other skills on them. The turret and drone combo is absolutely insane. All right. This can get through legendary missions. So why wouldn't you use on heroic? I mean, that's what I think. So 3-piece Murakami reason. So you get that skill duration 20%, which is really nice for your turret. It will stay longer a bit, 20% repair skill, which is, kind of all right. You're not using any skills, but still fine. You can attach a freaking healing drone to your turret and that will heal your turret and you go AFK. Sometimes I use that. Yeah, I know. Now, the third piece is 10% skill damage. That's basically what I'm going for. So the higher skill damage, the better, right? So 10% skill damage from this. And I usually have skill damage, skill haste everywhere. All my skill damage on the pieces are maxed out. So I've been doing like the max skill damage possible on this build. I'm putting on the max skill damage, okay? I don't have any less skill damage anywhere. So that's basically what I'm using it. Now, for the gloves, I'm using Murakami again, skill haste, skill damage, like I said. And the third piece Murakami I have is the holster, skill haste, skill damage, and that's it. Now, 2-piece Hanayu, reason, because 1 piece gives you 10% skill haste and 1 second piece gives you 10% skill damage. So I have the knee pads with skill haste, skill damage, and I have the backpack with skill haste, skill damage. Now, since I'm using a Murakami, Hanayu backpack, I could use the named Hanayu backpack, which comes with perfect combined arms, since you would say I'm running Harmony or a weapon with in sync talent, even a pistol. Since I'm firing my pistol or weapon most of the time to get that in sync talent active, why not use the perfect combined arms talent, where you also need to shoot your target to gain 30% skill damage? Now, the reason why I don't use it, I would say the perfect combined arms or combined arm talents is more situational. You have to shoot your target all the time to gain the buff, the damage buff. But with their tech support is more like you just get a kill, and you don't even have to do anything. Your skill will get the kill, and your skill will do the damage, and it will increase your damage by 25%, which is really sweet. Because sometimes I get pinned down when I'm doing control points and stuff, and they're trying to flank me, and I don't really want to get out of cover and peek and shoot to proc my talents. If I do that, I have a higher chance of dying because, NPCs are shooting at me. So I don't really do that. And if I don't do that, then perfect combined arms will not work because I'm not shooting my target for 3 seconds or more, so it won't proc. So that way I feel that the tech support talent is way handy because every time my skill, my turret, my drone, whatever, it kills any target, it gets the 25% extra damage bonus. And that way I'm doing even more damage. So that's why I always choose tech support upon any talent on the backpack when it comes to skill, okay? Now, for the chest piece, I'm using a Wyvernware chest piece because of that 10% skill damage. Now, reason why I'm using kinetic momentum, I used to run glass cannon. If you see my previous skill build videos, I am running glass cannon, or maybe spotter. Spotter is nice, but I would say spotter, it requires a pulse. Yes, you could use the weapon with the laser pointer to pulse your NPCs, which is all right, but I still feel it's more like a situational thing. Like, I don't want to peek when I'm doing higher difficulty content, especially with directive. I don't want to peek. So I try to make a build which will do passive damage. Like, I don't have to target or shoot but I will get the amount of damage. I mean, you're trying to see what I'm getting here, right? So that's basically what I do. I want to stay in cover and do the damage. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Now, kinetic momentum is really close to glass cannon in terms of damage. Glass cannon deals 25% multiplied damage, but also you take 50% multiplicative damage. That's not good. Where the kinetic momentum doesn't take any type of damage. You're just good. You're normally putting on damage, and that's it. You just need your skill to be active. If it's on cooldown, the damage will go away. Just for one skill, though. The other one will be active. Whichever skill's on cooldown, that damage goes away, but then it builds up slowly, so it's all right. You can just build it up pretty fast. Now, for kinetic momentum and glass cannon, I'm going to be showing you right now here that the kinetic momentum and glass cannon actually on par with each other in terms of damage. There's just a slight bit of difference between glass cannon and kinetic momentum. It's not a big difference. So I'm going to show you right now. So first I'm going to use the kinetic momentum chess piece, and it's already active. So I'm going to just deploy my turret over here and let the turret shoot the target. So I have tech support active now. With the in-sync tech support kinetic momentum, I'm hitting 231,000 with the turret, you see? So in-sync tech support kinetic momentum, my turret is doing 231,000, right? Now let's swap the chess piece from kinetic momentum to glass cannon. They are both identical. They have like similar stats. It's just 9.9% skill damage, and this one is skill 10%, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to use the glass cannon chess piece now. Now, look at that. With the glass cannon tech support and in sync, I'm doing 233,000. You see, 233,000 damage on my turret. And with the kinetic momentum, I was doing 231,000. And this one is doing 233,000. So there's only 2,000 difference between kinetic momentum and glass cannon. Where glass cannon, you're going to be taking 50% more damage, multiplicative more damage. And kinetic momentum, you don't take, like you take only normal type of damage. So I would say kinetic momentum is way better than glass cannon. I used to love glass cannon. If you see, like I said, if you see all my previous video, I'm running glass cannon all day. But now I'm running kinetic momentum. Like, this is really good. And proccing these damage, the kinetic momentum damage, is not that bad either. Like, you can see that damage is building up pretty fast, right? So it's going to build up and it's going to do the damage. And every time your turret or a drone, your skill is active, or even if it's not active, it will build up the damage. But it will, the damage won't build up when it's on cooldown. Like if I destroy my turret here, you'll see one of the damage is gone. You see the left one is gone. So when my turret is back, it's not even deployed, but I'm generating the damage, like it's building up the damage. So yeah, that's why I use kinetic momentum most of the time. And that's what I use to farm. This is my build here. And I will be showing a build, like I said, tomorrow for new players. I will use one of my other accounts, which I don't have much, I don't have any good SSD. I have like 140 something SSD. I don't have good builds and stuff. I will be making a build video, like a skill build video for new players, especially because I feel like making a build video on that character for new players is more ideal than making a build video on this character for new players, because I already have a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to do that and show you guys what you can actually do when you're new in the game and you want to make a skill build. So what do you got to do? So yeah, stay tuned for the channel. I will be doing that tomorrow. But first, I wanted to show you guys my skill build, or my favorite build for farming SSD and also farming for builds, which I usually make for you guys. And I really appreciate the love and support you've given me to the channel. And I will be looking for new games in the future. So I hope you guys will stay here with me. So yeah, that's basically it for the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.